Hello and welcome to the Keys to On-Campus Living. My name is Chris.
And I'm Caleb.
And we're here to talk to you all about the third and final step of the housing application process, which is the most exciting part, room selection. Caleb's nodding his head. I can see it in my peripheral.
It's
Caleb,
so exciting.
He is so excited. Caleb is the Director of Housing Facilities here at Kennesaw State. Part of his role is making sure that on move-in day, your room is top-notch, ready. You are walking into the room of your dreams. But before we get to move-in, you get to pick where you live. It's a really exciting time, and we appreciate you coming on this journey with us this year through the housing application. We're going to cover a lot of content as we have in previous videos. Please make sure that you're checking the timestamps if you want to cut to a specific section, or if we ramble too much or talk too long, you can always go back and revisit that. We are at the third and final step. Like I mentioned, you should see that on your screen right now. The next thing that you will do is in July, you're going to pick your move-in day and time. So you'll graduate from high school if you're a first-year student, pick your move-in day, and then it's August. By the time you blink your eyes, we'll be here. A reminder for our upper-class students out there, if you are a transfer student, rising sophomore, junior, or senior, this video doesn't apply with you. You're already done. Your process is done. We're probably on a wait list for upper-class housing by now. So this is all about first-year students.
Yeah, so make sure you're checking your email every single day. We will send you an email with your time ticket for room selection, and you're going to want to make sure that you know what that is before this begins. If you have not already paid the $200 application fee, which was not required in step 1, but if you did step 2 with roommate selection, you have already paid that. If you've not paid that $200 application fee, you're going to want to go ahead and do that because you cannot start step 3 until that application fee is paid. And make sure that you're checking the housing portal to see when your time opens. There's going to be a screen recording on your screen now to show you how to do that. So first year students, this is for you. So first year students, you're only going to see available beds for your campus. If you are going to be on the Kennesaw campus, if your major is located on the Kennesaw campus, you're only going to see available beds on the Kennesaw campus. Same things for those of you who are going to be doing a major on the Marietta campus. You're only going to be able to see available beds on the Marietta campus. If you're an honors housing student and you've been accepted into the community, you will only see honors housing rooms in that community. So if you've been accepted into the University Village Suites, honors housing community, you're only going to see available honors housing beds in that community. You are going to want to go ahead and visit our website, watch all of our virtual tours, and create kind of a top 3 wish list. If you have a roommate pair, you guys want to make sure you talked about that and you know kind of what you want. You want your roommate pair leader to know what you want going into it. Just kind of look at all the different things. So price point, you're going to want to make sure that you look at shared bathroom. But again, you want your top 3 in case that first or second has already been taken.
All right. So you got your time ticket. You know what kind of rooms you want to live in. Before we get into room selection, there's a pre-step that I want to talk about, which is roommate pair management. Now, we want you to have the best process ever and for this to be very successful for you. So we're going to talk about how to set yourself up to have the best chance at getting the housing that you want. This all comes down to the peer leader. Now, earlier in our roommate selection video, we talked about your roommate pair. Now, your roommate pair leader is critically important in getting you the room that you want based on what's available. So again, I'm going to use Caleb and myself as an example. He and I are in a roommate pair. For roommate selection, my time ticket opened a day before Caleb's did. That is also going to be true for room selection because the time tickets are based off of when you completed step 1 of the housing application. So he's always going to have an earlier time ticket than me. So that means if we're in a pair together, you need to put the person with the earlier time ticket as the pair leader, because your pair leader is going to do everything for you and your roommate through the room selection process. The only thing your roommate pair leader is not going to do is pay the $75 room booking fee and sign your contract. So imagine it's like that's your guardian, right? So you're in a roommate pair with someone else. You are giving them the power and authority to pick your room for you, and they will do that for you. But they will not pay the fee. They will not sign the contract for you. you'll get an email once that your roommate pair leader puts you in a room, and then you have to go in there and take action to finish those steps. So again, talk now with whoever you're in a roommate pair with. Figure out who has the earlier time ticket. Side note, we will show you in the housing portal. We will let you know who has the earlier time ticket. And you should see a screen recording on your screen right now of how to change roommate pair leaders. It is as simple as clicking a button. When you're in that roommate pair management page, you will be able to see, this is Caleb, this is Chris, this is Caleb's time ticket, this is mine. Whoever defaults as the leader, you need to pass that on to whoever has the earlier time ticket. All that means is your room selection process will start when the earlier time ticket opens and set y'all up for success. Here's a really critical cheat code, I guess, to room selection. Do not leave your roommate pair. Every year we have 5 to 10 students who hit that button that says leave pair when room selection opens up. Please do not hit that or select that button, excuse me. Once you leave a roommate pair, we cannot help you. That process closed. You cannot go backwards and go link up with that roommate again. If you click that leave group button or leave pair button, that is no going back from that. So what are some reasons you would want to leave a group? Well, there's a couple scenarios where you may want to leave your roommate pair. One, we don't have any more rooms that have 2 beds in them, so we can't accommodate you and your preferred roommate. That's one reason you would want to leave a pair, so that you can go secure housing for yourself on your own. 2 is if we run out of rooms, which does happen from time to time. We may not have a room for your specific campus or your specific gender. You would need to remove yourself from that roommate pair and add yourself to our wait list. Another reason you might want to leave a roommate pair, maybe in communicating with your roommate over the summertime, you realize that y'all aren't a good match, different philosophies, ideals, whatever that could be. Maybe they're not coming to KSU anymore. That would be a reason to leave your roommate pair as well. So Caleb, are we ready to talk about room selection?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is it, y'all. You've been waiting. You started your housing application in December. It is time to pick where you're going to live. So you're going to see a screen recording right now that shows you what the room selection process looks like. Now, again, we told you all of this has been built and hidden from you, but now when your time ticket opens, you'll be able to see everything that we have. A couple things that you should know. We don't hide beds from students. When room selection opens, we will put every room that we have available out there for students to pick. And so sometimes parents and students may say that, we were hiding certain floor plans. The real harsh truth is there are certain floor plans we just don't have a lot of. So I told Caleb before we started this recording, I said, I hope I don't break their hearts, but I'm going to give them some real information. So if you're out there and you're watching this video, we know that University Village, if you're a Kennesaw campus student, University Village is your number one choice. That is by far the most in-demand community that we have. And in addition to that, the number one most requested floor plan is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit. I'm looking at my numbers here. We have exactly 54 beds in that floor plan. Not 54 units. We have 27 units, 54 2-bedroom, 2-bath beds in University Village. I'll let that sink in. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, we have 87 beds. 87. That's 29 units of 3-bedroom, 3-bath units. So again, Caleb referenced having a top 3 list when you're working with your roommate. What are your top 3 choices? I might stretch that out to a top 5, because when you get into the system, if that 2x2 is gone and the 3x3 is gone, which it will be on the first day of room selection, you got to look for something else. So go in there with a game plan so you know the order in which you're going to search for rooms. But it's very simple. The screen recording, you can go back to that with a timestamp, but it's very much like shopping. You're going to be able to, on the left-hand side, you're going to be able to filter and say, show me rooms in University Village and this floor plan type, and you will see pages of rooms available to you. And all you do is, if you're in a roommate pair, you would add 2 rooms to your cart. They have to be in the same unit. And then the roommate pair leader will actually assign, Caleb's going in bedroom A, Chris is going into bedroom B, and then we're done. the checkout cart expires after 10 minutes. That's a key thing. So make sure you know exactly what you're doing as the roommate peer leader. It's a pretty simple, very straightforward process, but I do encourage you to take your time. Our time tickets open up every 20 minutes. And so if you have a 10 o'clock time ticket, just know that there's not another batch of people coming in until 10:20. And we really space people out. So in that 20-minute block of time, there might only be 20 people picking rooms. So just, again, we're sharing some inside information so that we can ease the stress and the worry that people have. Now, because people really start to panic during room selection when rooms start falling off and floor plans start becoming unavailable. Please take your time. And then again, your roommate peer leader is going to be doing all the work for you. We've added a new feature in room selection, which is the ability to change your room. We used to make students call us and reach out to our team if they picked a room and then they want to change rooms and see what else is available. We've given you all that power and authority in the housing portal. We're going to show you a screen recording right now of what it looks like to change your room. It's a couple clicks of a button. We're going to pause right now and let you watch that screen recording.
So Chris, it is very exciting when you sign up for a room, but when your name is showing on a room, are you done yet?
No, you're not, especially if you're not the roommate peer leader.
You are not done. It's very easy to get excited and start texting each other and trying to call each other, but you are not done yet. When you get assigned to a room and you've chosen that room, you have 48 hours to pay the $75 room booking fee and to sign the license agreement. Once you do that...
Sorry, Caleb, I'm sorry to interrupt. How am I going to know that I need to pay the fee and have 48 hours?
So once the room pair leader chooses a room, you will receive an email with that information, and you'll be able to log into the housing portal and pay that fee and sign the license agreement, which is what reserves the room for you. After that, you are good until we send you a time ticket in July for move-in time tickets.
That's right.
So what happens if you're not able to get a room during room selection right away? Every year we do have to go to a wait list. We only have so many rooms available for students to sign up for. We have a lot of great students that want to live on campus. We want you to live on campus, but don't get scared just yet. We are able to help hundreds of students get off the wait list every year. Students decide to go to a different university. They decide to live off campus. So we will be able to help a lot of students. You just have to be patient with us. When we go to a wait list, we have wait lists ready for you to sign up for. You will select the specific wait list based off of your classification. So as a first year student or an upper class student and your gender. You'll also be able to, you will be able to see when you're on the wait list, you'll be able to see exactly where you're at on that wait list and how many students are ahead of you. And that'll change. You can log in every day and see how far you've moved up on that wait list. So as you get further into the summer, you'll be able to make those decisions about off-campus housing. When you are on a wait list, this is really important. When you're on a wait list, you cannot specify the room type that you want to live in. You won't be able to specify what community you want to live in or what type of unit. It will be a first come, first serve. So when we call you, because we're going to be able to call a lot of students, when we call you and say we have a 2-bed, 1-bath available in the University Village Suites, you're going to want to take that room if you want to live on campus. Because if you don't take that room, you stay on that wait list and you have to wait for other rooms to become available. So it is important to remember when you pay that $75 room booking fee, that is an application fee. That is not a deposit on the room. So you won't get that application fee back for any reason. Another important thing to remember, super important, we want everybody to love each other and be happy and healthy, so there is no bullying. We have to remind people that every year. If someone signs up for the room that's next to yours in a unit, but you really wanted your friend to get that room, we will not allow students to bully other students. Please don't reach out to us asking us to kick them out of the unit, but also just be kind and don't reach out to them and bully them into moving rooms. If we find out that that happens, that's a great way to not live on campus with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we hate to be so firm about that, but this has happened for the last 6 or 7 years where we see a roommate group where they have 3 or 4 people who want to live together in a unit, and someone that they don't know has picked a bedroom in their unit and now are going to pressure them to give up their space. And it's really unfortunate because everybody is just trying to start college off on a great foot. It's incredibly upsetting for the families who are on the receiving end of this. Like Caleb said, I personally have sent out emails and communications to at least 5 students who bullied people, and I said, we're canceling your room. You can't live on campus now. Please don't let that be you, because we don't want to get to that point. We want everything to be fair and equal and for people to be treated, just kindly. Please be kind. Hate to end on such a sour note, but it does happen. We have to address it. Roommate room selection is incredibly exciting, and we've reached the end of this video, so we want to make sure you have what you need to stay connected with us. Please follow us on KSU Housing on all the things. Please call Talem 1-470-578-8663 if you have any questions. They have a direct line to our team on the back end who are working our system. If you have questions, that's as good as talking to our team directly. But there's about 12,000 of y'all and 3 of our team. So please make sure to call Talem 1 because we want to make sure you get the support and help you need. But we just have a little bit of a limited staff right now. So that's it for our video today. Please be on the lookout in July for our move-in video. Thank you. Have a great day.